Hey everyone, we have been talking this month about being in a funk and how to get out of it. So the last couple of weeks we've had a handful of ideas every week about how to get out of a funk, and ever since we started talking about this, it seems like everyone I've run into tells me they are in a funk right now. So, good topic. I hope you're using these, trying them, working with them in a way that moves you forward. Today I want us to talk about the same thing, but look at different suggestions. These suggestions are things that should shift you out of that ugh moment in 15 minutes. So now, if you've been in a funk for 12 years, this is not what you need right now. But if you've been in a funk for a couple of hours, these are perfect solutions for you. 15-minute shifts out of a slump or a moment where you're going, ugh. So the first one is actually to have a physical object, something that puts you in an energized state. So I have a coworker who brings his guitar with him to work every day. And when he gets stuck in the moment, when he can't come up with the next thing, he's sitting in front of his computer, he literally gets up, goes to the corner, picks up his guitar, and starts playing it. So maybe there's a physical object that would move you towards an energized state. Obviously, if you're a musician, it might be an instrument. If you're an artist, it might be picking up your colored pencil or your paintbrush or just your sketch pad. But an object. I have kinetic sand in my office, and I have a handful of clients that will come in and pick the pail up, set it down in their lap, and begin to run their hands through it. There's something about having an object that will shift your energy a little bit. Sometimes when I feel stuck in my office, I also have Play-Doh. And so I will get the Play-Doh out and just start playing with it. 15 minutes. I'm usually less than that. And I've shifted enough to come up with the next idea, do the next thing. Maybe you're a doodler and you just need to grab your pen and doodle in the margins. But there might be an object that is something special to you, something someone brought to you, something someone hand-delivered from overseas, something that if you picked it up, if you went to it, picked it up, you would take a moment and have a sweet memory, a great thought, shift and refresh yourself. So that's a 15-minute idea on shifting where you're at. Another idea is to make a connection. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but I have this bad habit when I'm feeling that, I don't want to do this next thing, or I don't feel like it, not that we have to do things based on our feelings. I feel like I'm in a funk and I'd rather just walk out of this place. What if we made a connection instead of picked up our phones? So I have this bad habit. I'll pick up my phone. I'll look at the news feed. That's even worse reason to pick up your phone. I'll look at what is the latest news on this particular topic. A lot of people pick up their phone and get on the social media feed. Those really don't change your mood, your attitude, your place of slump. So I would suggest talk to someone, make a connection, whether that's chat with the barista or touch base with a coworker or maybe walk next door to the neighbors. In 15 minutes, you can have a quick, upbeat conversation. That human connection shifts things for us. It brings new energy to us. And then the third thing is make someone's day, someone else's day. So think about other people and what you could do for them. Simple things, 15-minute kind of things, like write a note to them or send an email thank you or bring muffins to the coworkers. Whatever that is, you can do fairly quickly, but you're thinking of someone else and you're providing some kind of positive interaction or feedback for them. So some of my best seasons are seasons when I discipline myself every evening to sit down and write a note to someone and share with them things I see in them, the positive things I see in them, the way they're impacting their world, the way they're empowering other people. Those are some of my best seasons when I actually set aside the time, make a way to write those notes to people. So make someone else's day. In 15 minutes, you can shift everything that you're feeling and be refreshed and able to get on with it. So we've talked the last 3 weeks now about things we can do to change this place of funk that we're in. But next week we're going to talk about things we should avoid in order not to be in a funk. So try these things out. I hope they're working for you. I was in a funk at the beginning of July. That's why we went with this topic, and I've definitely gotten out of it by now. So if you didn't see the other videos, go back and take a look at them. I'm Michele Gooch with Life by Design. You can find me here next week, Wednesday at 1. And I know that you want to live a life on purpose. You want to be that authentic version of yourself, whatever that looks like. And the problem for a lot of us is we aren't confident in who we are. We don't even know who we are half the time anymore. And often we feel like we are not enough. That may be the one thing we do know, that we're not enough. And I just believe none of us need to live in that place where we get stuck and where we feel like we're not enough. And I believe you deserve to be everything you were meant to be. And I certainly understand what it's like to be in that place of I don't feel like I'm enough, and I'm second guessing myself to the point of being paralyzed. So I've worked at creating a framework that moves you from that second guessing, I'm not enough, stuck place to where you want to go in life. And if you're interested in that, you can find me at www.lifebydesign.guru, lifebydesign.guru. See you next Wednesday.